Good morning and welcome to Connect MKE. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. Today we will meet two young ladies who not only motivate and inspire others through their own achievements, but also their goal is to make a difference in the lives of others. It was Oprah Winfrey who said, "Create the highest, grandest vision possible for your life because you become what you believe." My first guest recently made history when she was crowned Miss Milwaukee, becoming the first Black woman in the state to be honored with the prestigious title. It's a pleasure to have Jada Davis here with us today. How are you, Jada?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Congratulations on being named Miss Milwaukee. And it was back in March when you actually were crowned. So talk about what this title means for you.
This means a lot. Being that this happened during Women's History Month made it even more special at the time. And just to have a platform where I am able to be a representative and a role model for other Black and brown young women in Milwaukee is very special to me.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this has been quite a journey that you're on. Not only have you made history, but you're also a law student at Marquette University Law School, and you're a business owner. So if you would tell us a little bit about your background when it comes to going to school and how you are, in fact, an entrepreneur.
I started my business before I came to law school. Modern Movement Apparel is my athleisure clothing line. And with that, I started that and then I started law school, and everything just seems to work out together because it's all aligned with my purpose, which all has to do with inspiring others to be confident in themselves. So everything that I do, even going to law school and being part of an institution that wasn't meant for me, that's all part of my purpose in inspiring others.
I love it. So when did you decide that you wanted to compete in pageants?
I was reached out to compete in my first competition a few months ago. And from there, I was saying I was just trying something new until I learned more about the Miss America organization and the scholarships that it provides for young women. It's the nation's leading provider in scholarships for women. And just to have the opportunity as a law student to earn more scholarship dollars was another opportunity for me.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people automatically think that pageants are all about beauty, but there's so much more to it. So I'm just assuming, and you can kind of give me your thoughts on it, but I think first and foremost, it takes discipline to be able to focus on all the other things that you have going on, and then knowing that you have a pageant coming up that you have to be prepared for, practice your talent, all of those things. Then also there's the networking with other women who are from different backgrounds that may not be anything like the background you came from. And like I said, displaying your talent. So this experience, as far as like networking with other women, what is that like? Because sometimes we watch one too many movies and we see how competition can be, but really I'm guessing there's a lot of support amongst the young ladies in just going through this process together.
Definitely. We all, although we have, the same angle of winning the competition, it's more of a sisterhood than a competitive nature when we are interacting with one another. So I haven't met the other 21 contestants for Miss Wisconsin just yet, but I have met them previously in local competitions.
Yeah, and that's because this was the first ever virtual Miss Milwaukee competition, of course, due to the pandemic. So what was that like?
It was an interesting experience just to be able to record everything ahead of time and sort of get it perfect, but also realize that it is what it is and you have to submit it at some point. Was an interesting experience. And then to do everything live on Zoom was, something that we're used to with COVID culture, but definitely a new experience for competing.
Yeah, and I guess like with this whole pandemic, technology has really shown us if there's a will, there's a way, right?
Yeah.
So for your talent, Jada, you performed a contemporary fusion dance to the spoken word poem Dear Black Girl by Candace Nicholas. So what made you choose that particular piece in particular?
I wanted something that really resonated with who I was as an individual and as a Black girl and growing up with that background. And the choreographer, Morgan Williams, the first song I picked, he was saying that I needed something that spoke a little more to who I was. And so I came across Candace Nicholas Lipman's poem, and it stuck with me, and I knew it was the one right away. So that's how I picked that spoken word poem.
And it truly stood out because you won the talent competition as well, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations. So
Thank
you had scholarship money from winning the overall pageant, but then you also got additional money for winning the talent competition. You actually served as a dance instructor for the Boys and Girls Clubs. So this is nothing new. You're dancing. You really also pass down your skills to young people so they too can use the arts and flourish just like yourself.
Yes.
That's what it's about. So with your platform, you really have a goal of taking the arts and education and bringing them together because that's really who you are. You call yourself the dancing lawyer. Is that right?
Yeah.
I love that. So let's talk about your platform. You did mention that specifically young women having confidence in who they are. And we know that in this day and age, body image, all those things really matter with social media and things of that nature. So talk about your platform, your goals in helping young women in that way.
My initiative is called What's Wrong with Being Confident? And with that, I challenge young women and all who attend my confidence workshops or interacting with me at various events to do three very specific things. And that is to live your truth, be your best self, and speak positive thoughts over your life. And with those things, I am helping to enable people to challenge their inferiority complexes and build their confidence so that they are more enabled to take the risks that are necessary for success.
I love it. And this is the thing, right before you attended Marquette University Law School, you graduated magna cum laude at UW Green Bay. I asked you what made you kind of get into the pageants, but what made you want to be an attorney?
I knew I wanted to be a lawyer since I was a very young girl. I even dressed up as an attorney for Halloween one year, which is silly as I think about it. But
Not at all.
it's something that stuck with me over the years. And as it was time to decide what I wanted to do with my life, I stuck with that and started to figure out what exactly I wanted to do in terms of what kind of attorney I wanted to be.
All right. And no, I don't think that that's bad at all because I knew I wanted to be on the radio. I think I was around 15 or 16. So when they would put the words across the screen and say it's a national emergency, this is a test of the emergency network, I used to read it like I was doing the news. So I think that really when you're young and you realize that there's something in you and you know what you want to do, it just really just allows you to work harder as you get older to make that happen. So no, I think dressing up as an attorney or Halloween is just amazing. So what would be some of your duties as Miss Milwaukee?
As Miss Milwaukee, I will be attending various different events in the community and really getting involved with pushing my initiative. I will host various workshops, my What's Wrong with Being Confident workshops, and I invite women of all different generations and ages to come and share those experiences with the people who attend, going into different schools, different organizations like the Boys and Girls Clubs, really just to push this initiative.
Yeah, and also give young ladies, like you said early on, who look like you an opportunity to really see you, see how you carry yourself, see the things that you're accomplishing, and know they can do it too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So next on the agenda, you'll be advancing to the Miss Wisconsin competition. When will that be taking place?
That is June 13th through the 18th of this year.
Okay. And that's in Oshkosh?
Yes.
Okay, so then that is a state preliminary to the Miss America competition. So
Yeah.
do you get butterflies when you think about it? Did you ever think you'd be at this point?
I never could have imagined that competing for the second time that I would be going to Miss Wisconsin for a chance to compete at Miss America. And
Yeah.
just knowing that gives you, this nervous feeling, but everybody's going through it, so we'll get through it together.
Absolutely. I was always told that being nervous is a good thing. So is there anything else that you want people to be on the lookout for as you take on this journey as Miss Milwaukee 2022?
Just look out for the various events that Miss Milwaukee will be doing around the city, and especially the workshops that I'll be hosting. We're doing a campaign with Modern Movement Apparel, designing a t-shirt line, so be sure to look out for that sort of stuff to support and stay abreast of what Miss Milwaukee is doing.
Well, Jada, congratulations, and you make so many people proud. And being able to say that you are part of the city's history is a big deal. So congratulations and continued success to you.
Thank you so much.
All right, Jada Davis is the 2022 Miss Milwaukee, and she's the first Black woman in the state of Wisconsin to be honored with that title. When we return to Connect MKE, we'll meet Lakita Caldwell, who is an author, playwright, and motivational speaker that's leading a local anti-bullying movement. We'll find out how she's using the arts and social emotional programming to combat bullying. We'll do that right after this.